Aloha. My name is Major Dave Hudak, and I'm the Environmental Director for Marine Corps Base Hawaii. The Marine Corps has a history that's steeped in tradition, and as Marines, we're committed to honor our past and those who came before us. Here at Marine Corps Base Hawaii, we strive to preserve our history by respecting and caring for our historic properties.
On the windward side of the Hawaiian island of Oahu, jutting out into the Pacific, is a peninsula of land called Mōkapu, an area rich in ancient history. Today, it is the home of Marine Corps Base Hawaii. In 1918, in anticipation of World War I, President Woodrow Wilson signed an executive order establishing a military reservation on Mōkapu Peninsula. The executive order set aside 322 acres to be used for the U.S. Army's Fort Kuva'aohei military reservation. Its name was later changed to Fort Haase in honor of Major General William Frederick Haase, recipient of the Distinguished Service Medal for his service during World War I. In 1939, the U.S. Navy acquired lands on the western side of Mōkapu, calling it Naval Air Station Kaneohe. Eventually, the military installations would expand to cover the entire peninsula, an area of nearly 3,000 acres. The facilities on the peninsula that are now part of Marine Corps Base Hawaii are a testament to the effort of the U.S. military in the buildup of World War II. Navy control of the air and water surrounding the base was expanded by President Roosevelt's orders establishing the Kaneohe Bay Naval Defense Sea Area and the Kaneohe Bay Naval Air Station Reservation. As conflict escalated abroad, construction boomed in Hawaii. By the time war broke out in December 1941, 150 buildings had been constructed. Many of the buildings on base were designed by the noted architectural firm of Albert Kahn and Associates, a company renowned for its industrial designs in concrete. Examples of this design can be seen all around the base, including Pless Hall, Hangar 101, and Kansas Tower. Pless Hall. It was originally referred to as Building 212. It's the only survivor of the 4 original mess halls that were constructed near Dewey Square. Its name was changed to honor Major Stephen W. Pless, a helicopter gunship pilot in Vietnam who was awarded the Medal of Honor in 1967. Hangar 101. Constructed on reclaimed coastal land, it was one of the last structures built on Mōkapu before the December 7th attacks. Aircraft of the Japanese Imperial Navy attacked Kaneohe Naval Air Station about 8 minutes before attacking Pearl Harbor. Portions of the hangar were damaged and all 4 of the seaplanes inside were destroyed. In 1987, the hangar, 5 seaplane ramps, and the parking apron were designated a National Historic Landmark. Kansas Tower. Built in 1940 atop Pu'u Hawaiiloa, its location gives a commanding view of the base and surrounding area. It functioned as a control tower for land and sea maneuvers until 1946. Currently, it is an administration office and conference room. It remains under limited access. Other remembrances of major historical events can be found all around the base. For example, along Reed Road, there's a small stone and cement marker. This is the approximate site of the first Japanese plane shot down during the December 7th attack on Naval Air Station Kaneohe Bay. As the attack raged on that horrific morning, Chief Petty Officer John William Finn manned a .50 caliber machine gun and continued to return enemy fire despite being wounded several times. It was only by specific orders that he was persuaded to leave his post to seek medical attention. Following first aid treatment and obviously suffering much pain and moving with great difficulty, he returned to the squadron area and actively supervised the rearming of returning planes. Chief Petty Officer John Finn received the Medal of Honor for his heroic actions. When the attack had ceased, 17 service members were dead and another 67 wounded. War had come to the Pacific, and Naval Air Station Kaneohe Bay was of strategic importance. During the war years, all of the military installations on the island of Oahu were focused on the continual supply, repair, and training of Pacific forces. Naval Air Station Kaneohe Bay provided these services for aviation units and the Fleet Gunnery School, which was the largest gunnery school in the Pacific. It trained literally thousands of Navy gunners. Weapons training continues today at Marine Corps Base Hawaii's Live Fire Range Training Complex. Also during the 1940s, the Kaneohe Bay Coast Defense Project began. This was a plan to modernize the coastal defense system of Oahu. Construction of several gun emplacements was completed, including Battery Pennsylvania and Battery French. Battery Pennsylvania was a massive engineering effort with underground tunnels and rooms on the edge of Ulupa'u Crater. One of the three 14-inch gun turrets from the USS Arizona was salvaged, transported, and installed at Battery Pennsylvania. The battery was eventually sealed due to asbestos issues. It is currently home to a thriving red-footed booby colony. Battery French is located on a small bluff near the general's residence. The guns from the USS Minnesota appear to have been erected on either side of the battery. The battery itself consisted of a gas-proof structure. The walls and ceiling were 6 feet thick, with 3 feet of earth covering contoured to the original slope. The battery was named after Colonel Forrest J. French, who died in action during a campaign in the Southwest Pacific during March 1944. Battery French was one of the last on Oahu to be dismantled before the Coast Artillery Corps was disbanded in 1950. Naval Air Station Kaneohe Bay was decommissioned in 1949, and the Navy made the land available for lease. All equipment and furniture was moved to Naval Air Station Barbers Point on the leeward side of Oahu Island. Personnel and general activity at Kaneohe were greatly reduced. In 1951, Mōkapu Peninsula was transferred to the U.S. Marine Corps, and in January of 1952, Marine Corps Air Station Kaneohe Bay was commissioned. The former Naval Air Station and Army fort would provide an excellent home for the Marines' combined air-ground team. Over the decades, tenant commands, squadrons, and battalions continued to arrive to train in tactical warfare and combat readiness, both on Mōkapu Peninsula and associated training facilities throughout the Hawaiian Islands. In April 1994, the Marine Corps consolidated all of its installations and facilities in Hawaii under a single command, Marine Corps Base Hawaii, headquartered on Mōkapu Peninsula. Today, there are over 10,000 active-duty Navy and Marine Corps personnel attached to the base. On a daily basis, they demonstrate the finest Navy Marine team in action found nowhere else in the world. Every effort has been made to keep Marine Corps Base Hawaii a modern place, designed to support the mission preparedness of the men and women who serve our country as United States Marines. The infrastructure of World War II remains as a testimony to an excellence in planning and engineering. Marine Corps Base Hawaii has a long, proud history. Countless men and women work to preserve that history, to honor those who have served before us, and to educate those who have yet to claim the title of United States Marine.
Marine Corps Base Hawaii represents an important chapter in the history of our country, and it's up to all of us to preserve and protect our historic properties. Mahalo for your cooperation, and Semper Fidelis.